What is your favorite Sonic Speed Simulator world? To be honest, I actually don't know what mine is. There's so many, like Green Hill, Lost Valley, Chemical Plant, and even new ones like Metro City, Nautical Highway, Space Colony Arc, and more. But what about some of the older ones that just never came back to the game, like Green Reef, Snow Valley, Diamond Terminal? Well, today I want to talk about some of those worlds, or specifically one of them. And that world is Marble Zone. Yeah, that's right. I'd be asking, Marble Zone, that was a world inside of Sonic Speed Simulator. I don't even remember it. Well, that's because you gotta go back to when Sonic Speed Simulator was in its first beta. Everybody had to buy the game for like 50-ish Robux. Everyone was having a blast. And obviously, when this game came out, there was a couple of worlds like Green Hill Zone, Lost Valley, Emerald Hill, and Snow Valley. But one of the very first worlds that they actually added into this beta was Marble Zone. And fun fact, there was actually one other world. It was South Island, I'm pretty sure, but it costed like 999 rebirths. And it turns out that wasn't even a secret world. It was actually a codename for Green Hill Zone. The developer's inspiration for the Green Hill Zone map was actually from South Island, which Green Hill Zone is on South Island. It's a whole thing. So anyways, enough of that history lesson. I want to get into what the zone could actually look like. How would you play in it? What would the mechanics be? And more. Because if you've played Sonic 1, I guarantee you would know that inside a Marble Zone, there are so many things like spike traps, lavas, so many batniks, and there's even that really cool Eggman boss where he just like spits that lava on you. I'm not gonna lie, if I was him, pull it with that flamethrower. Anyways, though, enough about all the other Marble Zones. Let's talk about the one inside of Sonic Speed Simulator. Now, again, this was actually in the beta. And on the Wikipedia page, it reads, Marble Zone was an unfinished world that could only be found of bounds via glitches. It, as well as the other unfinished maps, was removed from the game on April 15th, 2022 to allow the game to run smoother. So that's right, you could even access Marble Zone through the ring portal. You had to glitch outside of the map with your, I guess, overpowered levels. Because you guys remember, you used to go flying across the map. I would take my bag, I would go visit China with Santa Claus, maybe even your mom, I don't know, we'll see. And again, as I just read, it was actually removed because it had to make the game run smoother inside of the beta, which, I guess that makes sense. I'm not gonna blame them. I'm sure there's a lot of people on their iPads right now that run the game a little bit slow, so again, I understand why they removed it for that, but I would have really liked this world to, again, come back. I'm sure they had some of the assets that could have worked, or at least they had the layout, which we'll get into that, in just a minute. But anyways, guys, I think it's enough of, the synopsis. Now let's actually get into some of the screenshots, because yes, some people snuck in there, and it's absolutely insane. So let's look at the first screenshot on the screen. So as we can see, this was Marble Zone. We had a little temple at the entrance. We had a couple trees, white grass, and that background is looking a lot like Lost Valley. So maybe that's how people snuck into the world. You can also see some of those pillars in the background. Again, a lot of Marble Zone assets, which is good. So again, that screenshot is pretty bare bones. But with that, on the Wikipedia page, there's actually a video. So I actually want to give a massive credit to Zach. I think that's how you say it, or Zanik. I don't really know, because that's the person that actually has all of the unreleased footage. We're gonna go ahead and react to it. It's my first reaction as well, so shout out to him. I will leave his channel link down below in the description. It's cinema, this is unreleased footage of the game, kind of technically. So anyways, as you can see, he has two videos on his channel, so I guess let's go ahead and react to both of them. All right, so here's the first one. I saw an unfinished vending machine. I guess it's a gray area. Is that the lava I saw? Is it an underground area? Did they start working on that? I can see a lot of the yellow. I don't know if that kills you or not. Wow, the Green Hill Zone was over there. Definitely in its beta, clearly. So you could actually walk on it. Oh, okay, that's cool. I actually know that. It was very unfinished. Obviously it was in its beta, but I didn't think it was this unfinished. I thought an underground area. I thought the lava was actually working. It doesn't look like it was. It looks like it was just more of a skate park, quote unquote. It's like a free roam area that you can just run around. See the little dots up there? You can homing attack on them. Yes, sir, skis. Honestly, for a running around zone, they would have to make it bigger, obviously, but it wasn't the worst. If they add an underground as well, I think it'd be pretty cool. Anyways, here's the next video. I think he's glitching out of it. He's underneath the map, so maybe they did actually start working on that. Okay, let's see. So he's at that Lost Valley, albeit or Emerald Hill, so you can actually just sneak out of it just like that. Okay, but what is he trying to do? Because now I'm confused. I don't even know how to get here. So I guess you go to the end, you slip off, and then you just go over there. Because I guess the lava doesn't kill you. Yeah, okay. So it was fairly easy. You just gotta slip off the map and go here. So yeah, I guess it really goes to show how unfinished this world was. You can just slip out and just sneak off. I kind of wish I did that. I'm not gonna lie. I would have loved to do that in the beta, but unfortunately, I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, I want to see more footage of it. Hopefully, they add it back. It'll be a little, sneak peek, And speaking of them adding it back, obviously, I don't think Sega would let them add it back. It's a classic zone, Sega's our classic zone. We can't get classic zones. But anyways, guys, yeah, I think that's it for me. That is the entirety of Marble Zone. That is the secret zone inside of Sonic Speed Simulator. It was pretty secret. A lot of people didn't know about it, and I'm guarantee you, at least 95% of you guys did not know about it. So let me know if you want me to cover more secret worlds, maybe Green Reef, Snow Valley, or even maybe Diamond Terminal, because trust me, I would love to.